Whoops, ran out of content again, so we're making another 10 minutes of useless information you didn't need to know about Hypixel Skyblock. Except this time it's actually 9 minutes, and also some of this is useful because, yes, there is nothing stopping you from stealing crops from the villagers. Like, what are they gonna do? Catch you with their hands? If you put a rune on a dungeon boot, Depth Strider stops working because coding is hard. Got 15 minutes to spare? Go to the Royal Palace in the Dwarven Mines and talk to the guy called Talker. He's about 15 minutes of dialogue and talks about everything from Skyblock lore to random life stories of his, but my attention span is not long enough to get to the end. Pickaxes deal 90 times more damage to Ice Walkers than they deal to any other enemy, which means a brand new profile with a wooden pickaxe will always be able to one-hit an Ice Walker no matter what. This ability damage also applies to sword swapping and people AFKing with a Creeper Veil. People who AFK with a Creeper Veil are super annoying though, so you can disable their Creeper Veil by bow spamming with a Runan's Bow or Hurricane Bow, which eventually disables the shield. Or even better, get a fishing rod and pull a Creeper from the mist and lure them over to the AFKer to kill them. Want a treasure? Speak to Bandom about his spotters related dreams for 3 real life days in a row, and on the 3rd day, he will talk to you about a buried treasure by the right foot of a dwarf. If you go to this dwarf statue and dig the specific block by his foot, you will get a chest filled with treasures. Speaking of NPCs in the Dwarven Mines, because we really aren't done with this yet, if you go to this room in the palace and talk to the royal resident, he will speak one message every 5 seconds, with each one telling you to leave his bedroom. After around half an hour of dialogue, he will turn into a sheep who counts down from 5,000 at that same pace as before. The entire countdown from 5,000 takes approximately 8 real-life hours, and at the end of it, you get a special cake. There's several guards around the palace who are all guarding different things. This guy is guarding nothing. This guy is guarding the entrance, which is also the exit, but he considers it a promotion. And this guy is guarding the lava. Oh no, it burns. Remember the crab hats of Celebration? They sell for over 6 million coins now. The potato talisman was also given out for free and is currently worth over 4.5 million coins. Flushed rock skins are also going for 95 million. If you have any of these lying around and need some quick money, then here you go. I own quite possibly the only piece of Korean bedrock on the entire server, and one of the few German bedrock blocks in existence. If you crafted shark armor in the first ever fishing event, it would be yellow instead of blue. If you ever feel useless, remember that Fire Protection 7 exists. Look at these 2 aspects of the Jerry's in Furry E-Boy's inventory. This is what your contraband donations are used for. Wearing a full set of Bat Person armor makes comic book action captions when you hit enemies, which makes you about 800% cooler. A pre-nerf aspect of the Jerry did enough damage to one-hit Necron. Over 50% of our viewers aren't subscribed. Just a cool fact, you know. Yeah, you should definitely subscribe. The ores in the Dwarven Mines have a hidden speed cap, so that any fast mining speed exploits will never lead to insta-mining Mithril. You'll probably never notice these caps unless you bug abuse or fully max out everything. Until a week ago, you could abuse event enemies with the Thunderlord enchant as they took full damage from the enchant instead of the 1 damage they were supposed to take. Drills run on 100% eco-friendly fuels such as poppies, daisies, biofuel, Volta, and unborn goblin eggs. If you don't have a dungeon's orb in your inventory, you can't use abilities in dungeons, and I have no idea why this is a requirement. Like what? Is it supposed to feel more immersive or something? You can cook an omelette with 99 goblin eggs and then tape it to a drill so that the drill fuels itself every 20 seconds. Who came up with this? Royal pigeons make bird noises when you call on them, which is extremely cute. We stand pigeon. The Picobolus ability used to be able to break bedrock on your island. It can't anymore, but it still works on your island, and you definitely don't want to hold a pickaxe on your island. There's a limit to the amount of redstone you can put on your island for lag reasons. You can get to a fame level so high that you get so many bits from a booster cookie that you actually make more money from selling builders' wands than it costs to buy a booster cookie. effectively giving you free infinite cookies and passive money making. You can type whatever you want in the server IP section, followed by .hypixel.net, and it will take you to the Hypixel network. Kinda cool. You can actually damage Jerry on your island using the Livid Daggers' right-click ability. I am not sure if you can kill him or not, but there's only one way to find out. You can make floating lava and floating water, but I won't tell you how because you're not cool enough yet. Once you achieve coolness, that's when you will deserve to learn it. Quick tip, subscribing makes you very cool. You can create the most expensive ladder in Hypixel Skyblock if you use Necron handles to craft it. You can place power orbs on your island for flex reasons or for fun, but Zach told me about that one and he didn't want me to tell anyone how to do it. For business inquiries, please contact him. Time Dio hasn't uploaded in 2 months, despite the fact that there's a new fairy souls to collect. This also means Technoblade currently has a more consistent upload schedule than Time Dio. Come on Dio, what have you been doing? Some of the fire in the Dwarven Mines has soul sand underneath it, so that it shows up as blue fire if you are in 1.16. There was a period of time the other day where Bed Wars had more players than Skyblock without any maintenance. Oh god, why are there dream skins everywhere? Did you know that elephants can't jump? It's not related to Skyblock, but like, it's interesting. It'd be pretty funny if they tried to jump too. Recombobulating a warped aspect of the end does not change its stats, but recombobulating a Gilded Midas does. Most of Skyblock music is made by Shintonet, and it's really good. He's the only player in the game that has a special music disc that can be played in any Skyblock lobby that plays a Notoblock song. He can even play things that aren't in the game, like the Fortnite default dance. The first player to unlock the Mithril Golem pet, legit, Dubstep Clown, made over 1 billion coins from crafting and selling them in a single day, and also gave us both one for free. If you click your mouse button harder, you deal the same amount of damage you would deal if you didn't click your mouse button harder. If you're like me and have been banned from Skyblock Z, you can always join our Discord server, discord.gg/duo. In Hypixel, it's spelled Mithril with an I, but in Terraria, it's spelled Mithril with a Y. However, Mithril is originally from the stories of J.R.R. Tolkien, where it was spelled with the letter I, but video games using the fictional metal spelled it with a Y to avoid copyright infringement. Hypixel did not follow this trend, however. Your spawn point on any island depends on the place you came into that island from. If you leave the dungeon hub through the portal to the hub and then die in the hub, you will respawn at the dungeon's portal and not at the hub portal in the middle. The description of Superior Dragon Armor, the Ender Dragon ability, and Renowned Reforge all say most because they don't boost any of the fortune stats. It's been almost 2 months since the Bartenders Brewery was completed, and we're still yet to see that update. Soon, please. Flexing the Chimps is the #1 guild in Hypixel Skyblock, so whenever you see a bunch of people with monkey heads, they are probably just chimps, flexing their #1 spot on the leaderboard. Oops, would you look at the time? It's almost 9 minutes. For legal reasons, the intro and the outro also count in the 9 minutes. Sue me. Do it. I dare you. I don't care. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and wash your hands.